Guys, welcome back. Episode 7, whatever football podcast. Back here with Ralphie. How you doing, bro?
Good, buddy. Top of the world. How are you?
Top of the table. I'll keep saying it as much as it's happening. I'm gonna keep saying it.
I like it. I'll be top of the world. You can be top of the table.
Yeah.
And happy days. We go from there.
I was Declan. How you doing, brother? Like I said to you, Ralphie. I said I think I said it at the start of this. Well, after your first 2 losses, I said a lot can change straight away. And look, you guys are what, 6th already, 7th, something like that. So
7th, I think. I think 7th currently now. Yeah.
For how bad he's been doing, I know you obviously scraped the win or whatever like that. It wasn't the best performance, but at the end of the day, all that matters is obviously getting the points on the board. So
correct.
You
exactly
guys,
right.
You guys did well. Look, we'll start with our tip in for the week. I'll keep a tally of the actual point scoring and stuff like that as well. Yeah. We'll go straight into it.
I completely forgot what I.
Yeah,
I know one line. Actually, I do a. Actually, I'm going to invite you. ESPN footy tipping comp.
Oh, is it?
I got 8 out of 10 on there. So I'm actually intrigued to see how it actually went.
8 out of 10 is crazy. Yeah. All right. So obviously we predicted 4 games: Arsenal, Fulham, United, Southampton, Aston Villa, West Ham, and then Nottingham Forest, Spurs. So first game, Arsenal, Fulham. Like we said, 3 points was the exact score. 1 point, obviously, the correct result, and 0 points if it was incorrect. Okay.
Yep.
So for Arsenal, Fulham, you put down 4-0. I put down 3-1.
Oh.
So we both got a point each on that one.
Did
so
I put down 4-0?
You put down 4-0. You were a bit gassed.
I was ambitious.
You were a bit gassed. You're more gassed than me, yeah. I knew they would probably score one because of Mitrovic, but I thought we would get 3.
Wow.
United, Southampton, I had 3-1. You had 2-0.
Oh.
So that's 2-2 on points there.
Yep.
Aston Villa versus West Ham. Now, what was the result in that game? It was 1-0 West Ham, wasn't it?
I think West Ham won, and I think I would have tipped West Ham. Yeah, it was 1-0, and I think I tipped West Ham.
Okay. So in this game, you tipped West Ham 2-1.
Oh.
Now, I tipped West Ham 1-0.
Oh, bullshit.
Look.
Bullshit.
Seriously.
Oh, get out of town. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah.
So, climbing up there. But listen, you got correct result there. I obviously got
and they were the underdog. They were the underdogs too. They were the underdogs. Yeah. Aston Villa were the favourites.
Yeah. And then last game we predicted was Nottingham Spurs. I was a bit of a douchebag and obviously predicted against Spurs. Spurs won 2-0. I went for Nottingham 2-1. You predicted 3-0.
Oh, bugger.
So this week I won 5-4 this week. 5-4 this week.
Bugger. Bugger. It's actually funny, right? Because I've completely forgot I assumed with the 4 games, I sort of predicted who I would have tipped, but I completely forgot what scoreline I would have went. So it's I was hoping in anticipation. That was good fun, actually. The anticipation.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we'll do it. What I did also for this week's, we'll do it towards the end, obviously, because we'll predict a couple of games. But I got Arsenal, Aston Villa in this one. Obviously, you guys versus Leicester. I think you got Leicester. I think Leeds versus Everton will be a good game, so I put that one in there. I think that'll be, Everton are sort of in the mud, Leeds sort of playing good. And then I also did West Ham versus Spurs. Spurs obviously on a bit of a run. West Ham coming off a win, but also West Ham signing. They got Skamaka finally starting, but then they also got Paqueta that they just signed. Yeah. So he'll be starting that game as well, which will be exciting to see. So I think those will be 4 good games that we'll do towards the end. But yeah, obviously that was our tipping done. How do you feel, obviously, about your Man United game?
Mate,
your I guess obviously a good result. I know from what I saw, seemed like a pretty scrappy performance. Wasn't really that great. When I even looked at the stats were horrible as well.
Yeah, it was from what I saw and remember, it was a pretty scrappy game. Yeah, I had a well. You know what? You know what's really funny, right? Very very quick story for you. So I got to the pig for we kicked off at 8:30. I got to the pig for about 8 o'clock.
8:30.
Oh, sorry, we kicked off. Sorry, 9:30.
9:30.
9:30 we kicked off, and I got to the pig for about 8, and I was just sitting there by myself. And within 5 minutes, these two blokes came up to me and said, "Oh, anyone sitting in these two seats?" And I said, "Mate, fucking all yours." So, funnily enough, right, one of the guys, two young fellas, literally over here for work for a month. Funnily enough, living in Manchester. One of them, Man United supporter, one of them, Man City supporter, and really, really good blokes. Man United supporter follows United home and away. So he goes nearly, not every away day, but he goes he travels all over Europe to watch them, in the Champions League, Europa League, etc., etc. So it ended up being a fairly really good blokes. Even the City supporter actually ended up being a really, really good night. So from what obviously what the pig's like, mate. When you're six seats back, and everyone's standing up and shit, with the big screen, it's an absolute nightmare to actually see the whole view. So really good night. Would I prefer to watch it at home? I would, to be honest with you. So that way, you can actually watch it properly.
I think so. I'd rather watch it at home as well. Yeah.
Mate, me too. Scrappy game. Good win. As what you mentioned, right? Another 3 points on the board. At the end of the day,
all that matters, yeah.
Mate, at the end of the day, Arsenal was the same. Like, in my eyes, Arsenal was pretty much the same on the weekend, right? Like, you got to get.
We actually dominated them.
Yeah, but you still got to learn how to get those scrappy 3 points.
Oh, it's about getting the points at the end of the day, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, like your first few games have been convincing wins. You only won by 1, so that's what you sort of got to do, man. That's how you finish top 4. That's it. Well, let's not talk about winning league titles.
I think like
but yeah.
I think like last year in that game particular, or maybe like let's say 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Arsenal of old, if we go 1 down to West Ham, especially conceding in the way that we did, I think we definitely go on to concede a second and then we lose 2-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for once, watching that game, we scored an own goal. I was watching it with a couple of mates in Discord, and they were like, "Fuck!" Like I was fucking like, I was swearing off my head when it happened, like calling fucking idiots and everything. But once we kicked off again, I was confident that we could go on and still win the game, and I haven't had that feeling in a long time. So, which is good.
Was this on what against Fulham?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I had the confidence, that we could actually go back and, win the actual game. We're creating a lot of chances. Yeah. Just were very sloppy. Saka had a 1-on-1, missed it. Saka missed it.
I was just about to say, because from memory, the Mitrovic goal was an absolute shambles, wasn't it?
Yeah, Saka sort of did a, as they always say, like never pass across goals when you're at the back, and Saka sort of like lobbed the pass to Gabriel. Yes, he did have time, but I don't think he should have been put in that situation. And then he was too lapsy-daisy on it, and Mitrovic took it off him and slotted it bottom corner. Nothing Ramsdale can do.
I try and teach my under-8s to never pass across the goal. But
you know what?
Basic football.
The one thing, I guess it's maybe a positive, maybe a negative, more so a negative, I reckon. But the 3 goals that we've conceded have all been from defensive errors. Saliba owned goal, Gabriel getting tackled, and then also Ramsdale was at fault for another goal for Leicester. And that's the only 3 goals we conceded. So all self-made errors. So things we can improve and work on in training, which is great. But yeah, it's a positive, but yet a negative because they're at our fault. So, but we showed character to come back. So yeah, I'm happy with it. But yeah, like I said, you guys obviously did great to come back and not come back, but to get a result. Yeah,
and that's what I think. At the end of the day, like good lead up play, good finish by Bruno. Probably a little bit easy. You'd expect someone of his quality and caliber to finish. To finish a chance. However, it's just a bit of a building block, right? Like obviously, from where we were 2 weeks ago to where we are now. Fantastic. Casemiro coming in. Obviously Anthony coming in. 2 really, really positive signings. Obviously, definite panic buys, in my opinion. Not so much. I wasn't a panic buy, but you know what I mean. I do think. Could have got him for 50. We could have got him for 50. We got him for 85.
So I think that is a panic in a sense because, like we've obviously been linked to a lot of players and we've stopped overpaying because we know what they can do. So I think you guys still haven't learned for that, but maybe that's because it's Ten Hag's first season and you guys don't have a sporting director and all those aspects of the business yet. So they're all different.
But positive signings, though, nonetheless. At the end of the day,
well, look, if you wanted to fix right now and your manager goes and says, "Get me the best DM," you go and get Casemiro. Yes, overpaid. Yes, wages. But that I think those things will detriment you maybe in a couple of years, which is you're not sort of recovering. Yes, it might help now, maybe push the top 4, push a trophy sort of thing. But is it really going to help you long term? So Anthony, I don't know too much. Obviously, seeing clips and stuff looks good, but can he do it in this league? Who knows? Obviously, Sancho struggled.
Being
but
young,
I think the Brazilians do okay in this league. So you look at the likes, because Martinelli obviously starts ahead of him.
He's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of a like a bit of a thinks he's good. A bit of a big head. He's got a little bit of a big head on him.
Needs to be a little bit humbled when he comes to you.
Correct. He needs to be a little bit humble. So that's going to be an interesting thing, right? Like obviously massive price tag. None of his fault. Let's be honest. It wasn't his doing that.
What is your record signing fee for you guys? Because that's 100 mil. What is your record?
Yeah, that is.
Because you guys spend a lot.
That is.
Or is he the actual record?
That is the record.
Because remember what Pogba was 90 or something, wasn't he?
Pogba was. But see, this is where. So funnily enough, right? This is actually where you've sort of got to be a little bit careful. So we paid 100 or 99 or 100 million euro for Anthony. So with Pogba, Pogba I think was like 80 odd million pound, which is still higher than. But this is where obviously the papers and shit over there. Try 100 million euro sounds a lot higher than 85 million pound, right? Pogba. I'm actually just curious to see actually what Pogba costs.
Because then, like,
there you go, 80. Sorry, there you go. Pogba, 89 million pounds, 106 million.
So he's
89 million pounds. Yeah. So but so Anthony's a second, because obviously Harry Maguire was I think 80,
and then Sancho.
Yeah, and Sancho too. Yeah.
Sancho 75.
Yeah. So there you go.
See, like the thing is, like I look at the way Arsenal have sort of moved this window. We haven't spent a lot. I know we've had bring in 4 players. I'm still obviously, holding on to us getting on another 1 or 2 at a minimum 1. That's what I'm hopeful for. Like I've seen a lot of fans on Twitter, go psycho and say like
we're not doing enough,
no links, and because we're still left short. To me, it's still a 6 out of 10 window right now because we didn't sign anyone in January. We cleared out all this dead wood and all these players, and we still have a weak squad. So we need to strengthen the squad. Essentially, that team on the weekend that played is last year's team. Zinchenko wasn't there; he was injured, so Tini played, and Jesus just played instead of Abba or Lacazette. So like for a like, sort of similar. But there's no real upgrade. So, the whole thing is Arsenal fans want that upgrade on a midfielder when Partey's injured, or for upgrade for Xhaka. And also, Saka played like dog shit for me. So I would have put in someone else on that right wing. So those are things we need. But, anytime we signed Jesus, Zinchenko, and all those other guys, we weren't really linked. Like when we got Vieira for 35 mil, it was just like Fabrizio saying Arsenal just signed Vieira 35 million. No one knew about it. Like, who the fuck's this guy? So I'm hoping that
out of the blue.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's the case because we're moving quiet.
When's it shut? Friday morning our time, doesn't it? I think about Friday 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I think Friday.
Yeah, morning. 11 or 10. Yeah, because every time that it's on, I remember I'm always like staying up and I stay home and like.
Yeah, well, we got a game that morning, so.
Oh, do you? Oh yeah, you're Friday. I'm Thursday. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm Thursday morning. Yeah. But look, I'm obviously hoping that we sign. But you guys, like with your transfers, you guys have spent now. This window, 70 mil Casemiro, let's say, 85, 90 or whatever for Anthony. You got who's that left back? Masi, what's that? Marsupial guy, what's his name?
Malacia.
Yeah. You got Malacia as well for whatever 15. Martinez. And then you got what?
Martinez.
Oh, you got freaking Martinez as well, 65. Yeah. You got Ericsson on a free. You're also just getting Dubravka as well.
Yeah.
So you guys have had another.
I think we spent. I think I read today that we probably spent about 210 million. 210 million. Like when you take away the massive 12 million.
Arsenal haven't even spent 100 yet.
From Pereira.
Arsenal haven't even spent 100 yet.
Really?
Jesus was what, 45? What was it? Jesus 45. It was, I think Zinni was about 30, 35, and Vieira 30, 35. So we really haven't spent that much. You guys, and you look at Tottenham. Tottenham are only getting Romero now. Oh yeah, there you go. Said it. You know, there you go. 230 mil. So
there you go. Yeah.
Arsenal spent 130. Okay. So it's crazy, man. Look, I'm still going to hold out hope that we can sign people, but you know, like you guys are spending big, Chelsea's spending massive. You know, Tottenham are still spending massive. Richarlison 50. They just signed Romero off his loan, so that's 50 guaranteed again, and everyone else that they're going to sign. So yeah, everyone's spending big. We just need to hopefully get another 2 people.
So what's happened with just quickly going back to Inter, obviously Arsenal signings and stuff. So what's happened to Smith? What's happened to Smith Rowe? I thought he was back on
just
the bench.
Injured.
Just injured again.
No. So he was
on
injured.
The bench. Yeah,
he was on the bench. He just wasn't used this weekend. But he's been injured, so he's got to work his way back into the team into fitness.
But he can play in Saka's position, can't he?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So if he was
to me, that's why I'm not prioritizing.
He was on the bench. He's been on the bench for. Smith Rowe's been on the bench since at least the second game. So he's had at least 3 games from the bench. So you'd think that after 3 weeks he'd be fit enough to at least play 20, 25 minutes. But he
didn't. The manager just didn't make subs for some reason.
And you can make. I was going to say, and you can make 5 subs. You only made 3.
Yeah, he took off Tierney because Tierney obviously came back from fitness, so he took Tierney off, and then he put on Eddie, and then put Saka in left back. So I think if he wasn't going to make that, he would have probably taken Saka off because to me Saka was the worst on that day. But we do need a winger support. But like I said, for me, midfield's key. We have to get a midfielder. We've been needing one for 2 years. It's been a gap. It cost us top 4 last year. Partey was away, injured. I think Xhaka got suspended, and we were stuck with the same old crappy midfield. So we really need to fix it. World Cup's coming up.
Yeah,
9 games are being played while the World Cup's on or something, isn't there?
Okay.
Is it still a break in the World Cup?
Yeah, it's complete breaks, but there's not a game on for the Premier League. But I was actually having a look on.
I saw something. There's like 9 games still going on.
No, I don't. No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, I think the World Cup starts on the 15th or the 16th of November.
Yeah.
World Cup. So but how's it? Yeah, so 21st of November the World Cup starts. But how's this right? The Premier League stops on the 13th. So, and then it starts back on the 27th. So there's a week before and a week after. Yeah. There's a week before and a week after. So you think about it, right? Within reason.
Can you imagine how many games are going to be crammed in, bro?
Exactly. Since when is a World Cup? Like you think about it, if you're playing, we're the last game of one of the last games of the round. We play Fulham at 1 o'clock on the 13th of November. The World Cup starts on the 21st. So you think about our World Cup play. Luckily, we don't have too many, but you think about the few that we do have. They have like 8 days with our squad. So usually with the World Cup, you're with them for a month. You're with your international team for about a month. Roughly give or take before the World Cup starts. These guys are going to have 8 days, and then they're going to finish, and it's 5 to 6 days off, and it's bang straight back in, and it's straight back into things. You need squad depth's going to be massive this year.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really worried about this year, and I said it to you literally from day one. Like all my predictions was based on Arsenal actually making signings and getting that midfielder and winger. So, look, it's still what two days or something left. So
yeah,
I'll still hold out my hope that they're going to pull something over the line. We did it last year as well. We had no links, and then literally 5 hours to go in the window, Arsenal signed Tomiyasu from Bologna. No one knew about it, but they were scouting him for ages. So, look, I'm hopeful that we can do it again, get someone across. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Unfortunately, what do you think about obviously on the weekend? What do you think about Richarlison last night or this morning?
I absolutely loved it, mate. I've never actually been a big fan of him myself.
I hate the guy.
Yeah, me too. Like obviously when he was, I think we spoke about it on the podcast. Well, probably at the first one for the year when we were rumored to sign. And I said I didn't want anything to do with him.
Same.
And mate, in my eyes, if you want to be a smart ass and play keepy ups, if you want to juggle or whatever people want to call it, then if I was a defender and and I'm coming for you. Guess what? And you want to do that shit on the football field? I'm going to come and absolutely crunch you. Like I'm not even going to look for the ball.
I'm
just
glad
going
that
to
they fell on
absolutely
top of him
flog
as
your
well.
legs out. Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. And
I'm so glad it happened. Yeah. Yeah, he even tweeted after trying to be a smartass, but I'm glad it happened to him, bro. I can't wait till we verse him. I want to drop that guy on his ass. I hate him so much.
But you know what? Like you think about it, so it just goes to show for Richarlison, right? So you've got Kane and Son that are always, let's be honest, they're always going to start for Spurs.
Yeah.
So
I've heard people say that they want to sub Son for freaking Richarlison.
Well, that's what happened on the weekend. Obviously, Son got off his tree, didn't they? Didn't he? Yeah, had a bit of a
yeah.
But like so you had Kane and you got Kane and Son that are always going to start for Spurs. If you put Richarlison in the top three as well, it's going to be way too attacking, right? So it's going to be full on. So Richarlison, what makes me laugh the most about Richarlison is that Richarlison, all right, Everton are in the mud, yes, but Richarlison has gone from being a guaranteed starter at Everton, the main guy. Well, apart from Calvert-Lewin, I like when Calvert-Lewin's actually fit. Yeah, exactly. When he's fit, has gone from being the main guy at Everton to being on the bench at Spurs. Like, mate, how's your ego, mate? It's in the mud. Like, it's fucking embarrassing.
Especially with the World Cup coming as well.
Yeah, I'd rather
like Jesus is going to take that number 10. Like he's going to take.
I'd rather play 90 minutes for Everton personally. If I was a striker and be the main man. All right, if we get relegated, we get relegated, but then you piss off, but then you can piss off throughout the, for cheap and stay in the Premier League than to go to Spurs and get 15 minutes a game off the bench and just be forgotten about. Like, what a joke.
I don't understand it from his perspective either. I think it's just, a bad decision.
If he came to, although I would have hated him coming, if he came to United with Ronaldo probably, or, potentially out the door, he probably would have started most games for us, right? Like, obviously, with Martial always being injured, but, which will be a little bit different. But at Spurs, you got Kane and Son, mate, that are two guaranteeds. At least even at United, mate, we don't really have a striker, which at least Richarlison could play there. You know what I mean? Which is a little bit different. So, just doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest.
Do you think you guys are gonna get actual striker?
No, we're done. We're done now. Obviously with Dubravka or Dubravka, yeah. Obviously he's been confirmed a year loan, I think, with a guarantee buy of 5 million or whatever it is. Just to sit on the bench, because I've always thought lovely bloke. When I met him in Melbourne, but Tom Heaton's never really been a good enough backup keeper. So at least we've got a decent.
Dubravka's decent, yeah.
Yeah, like he won't obviously take over De Gea, but he's decent.
I think next year you guys really need to look at that next person for De Gea, though, 100%.
It's building blocks, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's at the end of the day, it's a little bit of building blocks. We're an absolute fucking shambles. Obviously over the last 2 weeks, I'd be very, very surprised. Rotation potentially, but I'll be very, very surprised if Harry Maguire gets back into the starting 11, which is fucking fantastic. Everyone agrees, that even non-United supporters love when Harry Maguire starts for us because he's a laughing stock, right? So
yeah,
so to actually wake up, smell the coffee, and go, well, Varane and Martinez is miles better than Harry, is awesome. Martinez just quickly has been exceptional the last 2 weeks. He had a bit of a rocky start, but 2 man of the match performances. Malacia at left back. Luke Shaw's going to struggle to get back in. He's been incredible as well.
Luke Shaw's horrible, man.
Yeah, but he had about 12 to 18 months there. Maybe when Ollie just started, where he was good.
Yeah, sure.
But now he's off the ball. Yeah, Shawbird. There you go, Shawbird. Yep, exactly. But now he's gone. Now he's in the mud. So I think Malacia is definitely a starter. Martinez is definitely a starter. Mate, you can't go past. So here you go, right? This is where I'm going to get a little bit gassed, okay? And we've had 2 wins. I'm going to get a little bit gassed.
All right.
So we've got Malacia is looking very promising left back. All right. We've got Martinez looking very promising in centre back. Obviously, he had a bit of a shaky start, but the last 2 games, 2 man of the match performances. We've got a 4 times Champions League winner beside him in Varane. As long as he can stay fit, Delo, yep, all right, but even then, Delow's okay at right back. He's okay. Is he gonna Is he the world's best right back? No. But can he do half a decent job? Yes, he can. Right. So in front of them now, we've got Casemiro, a 5x Champions League winner. We've got Ericsson, which everybody, which at the end of the day, everybody loves him. Everybody rates him for his quality on the ball. All right. On the right, at a full strength squad, let's just take into anticipation, right, that we obviously we don't know what's happening, but on the right, we could have Anthony, we don't know how he's going to go, but let's be honest.
What are you gonna do with your bin boy Sancho?
Hang on, mate. Let me get there. So on the right, we've got Anthony, right? One of the highest played wingers in terms of expectation. Can he live up to the hype? Through the middle, we got Bruno. So behind, funnily enough, since December 2020, behind Son, Kane, and Salah, Bruno has scored the most goals. He's the fourth highest goal scorer in the Premier League in the last in the last coming up to 2 years.
Because you guys get 20 penalties a year.
Oh well, mate, he didn't take them. He didn't take most of them last year. Ronaldo was on them. On the left, we will have Sancho, which, let's be honest, he hasn't lived up to the hype so far, but he was hyped up to be. And if we can hold him, we've got one of the best ever players, or probably the best ever player in the world in Ronaldo. So you think about that, right? In terms of the team, on paper, we are gassed. We are fucking gassed, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are we, on paper, we're absolutely gassed. This time next week, right? I was hoping Jake was on too so I could banter him. This time next week, we will be 3 points off the top of the league. We'll beat Leicester, and then we'll beat Arsenal. We'll be 3 points off the top of the table. And next Monday night or Tuesday night, whenever we're doing the podcast, I'll be on here singing we're going to win the league.
Yeah, just
there you go,
mate.
You
think you're going to beat us? You think you're going to beat us?
We'll beat you.
Oh my god, you are smoking some crack, bro. Man wins 2 games and he thinks he can beat the mighty Arsenal. Come on.
We'll beat you.
Get out of it. Nah,
we'll beat you.
I don't think so. I probably think maybe that game could be a draw between us when it gets to it, but we'll see how we go in the next, obviously, these midweek games, and then we'll talk about it leading up. But I don't know. Look, it can go either way. It's at Old Trafford. We don't win at Old Trafford, so if we go and win 5 out of 5 at Villa, and we went to lose to you guys, even though you guys are doing pretty shit, it's not going to dishearten me too much. If you came to me at the start of the season and said you're going to be 15 points out of 18, I would have ripped your arm off.
Of course. So, yeah, same here.
To me, the Villa game is what's really important. Get the 3 points, and then it's just let's just go for it at United. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
if we are 3 points off the top after this time next week, I will. But I will have my face painted in red with MUFC up the top. There you go.
Like you're gonna win the league, eh?
Leicester. We got Leicester on the weekend away from. Friday morning away from home.
You know what's not gonna shock me is how poor Leicester is doing and how gassed United are right now. If Leicester go and take that now, go and take that win, go and take that W.
Mate, don't be like that. Confidence, mate. Confidence here.
It wouldn't shock me.
Anthony obviously won't be anywhere near the squad. However, Casemiro should be starting. Within reason, it should be an unchanged 11, apart from Scott McTominay coming out, Casemiro going in. His quality on the ball for the 10-15 minutes that he was on in Southampton, just how he kept everyone calm. Do we still go forward? Do goals still worry me? Even against Southampton, I said to the lads, as I mentioned to you, right, with the City and United supporter, I said after half an hour, I said, fuck, we're going to struggle tonight. And they said, what do you mean we're going to struggle? Louis, the bloke I met, United supporter, said, what do you mean we're going to struggle? And I said, we're not going to struggle. We're not going to struggle in terms of conceding goals, but we're going to struggle in terms of scoring goals. And that's what I was really, really nervous about. So does the go forward and scoring still make me nervous? Yes. However, am I starting... I know it sounds silly after losing to Brentford 4-0, right? But after the last 2 games, with how good we've looked, with Casemiro coming in, De Gea just playing the basic long ball because he can't fucking play out from the back because he's shithouse at it. Does that make me more confident in not conceding? Yes. So, is Leicester dangerous? Of course they are. However, I think they're more dangerous in not so. This could be a fantastic clip on Saturday morning. It is. Am I more worried about Leicester? Am I more worried about Leicester scoring 2 goals? No. Am I worried about us scoring a goal and keeping a clean sheet? Scoring a goal and keeping a clean sheet? Yes, I am. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I getcha. Yeah, because you're struggling to score. You don't have that creativity
Correct.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing obviously on my end, we're creating just so many chances. So
Yeah.
for once, yeah, I'm not even stressed. And the thing is, we bought this Vieira in, and supposedly he's like the Mozart of like creating chances. So we're still got to see him. Supposedly he's rated higher than Nunes and Diaz in
Really?
Portugal. So yeah. Supposedly that's what
Okay.
people were reckoning, that like Portuguese fans think that he's better than Nunes and Diaz, but who freaking knows? It's just what you hear. But looks like a real good talent. So I'm excited to see him play. So I don't know if they're gonna put that as like a midfield guy, like a box to box. I don't know. I think Arsenal just need a defensive midfielder.
I was
Big
going to
time.
say, who would you take? So, but who would you bench?
Well, no one right now, but it's just for the depth aspect. You want a like
Okay.
for a like sub
Oh,
for people to sub out.
okay.
People to fight for the position.
He would come in. He would be
Who?
a bench. Oh, whoever you're just talking about.
Oh, the Vieira guy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Suppose we haven't seen him play for us, but supposedly he plays as a winger, he plays as a cam, and he also plays
Okay.
as a false 9. So that's
So,
what Arteta has
he'll
said.
sort of be a rotational player. Yeah.
Yeah, but you never know.
He's
If he's
not
good,
going
he
to
can
come.
start.
He's not going to come in and Martinelli's going to jump to the bench 8 out of 10 games and Vieira's going to start kind of thing.
Oh, I guess it depends on form. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
like if you got the talent there, like it's City. Like if you're not good enough, like Walker will come in for Cancelo sort of thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you need the challenge. Like even like now, when and it was, I guess maybe it was a little bit of a risk. The manager made sure Partey and Zinchenko didn't play because he's taking precaution coming into your game. So
Yeah.
he's thinking, I can maybe take a risk and rest these guys. He's still got Tierney. It's a like for a like. You know what I mean? There's no drop in standard when you bring that in. But when you drop Partey and you bring in Oneni, there is a drop of standard there. So that's the gap I'm trying to get. So I want a like for a like sub where I can bring in still the same talent and bring the same, contrast to the game. So that's what I want out of it anyway. But who knows? 2 days will tell.
Just out of curiosity, was it a bit of squeaky bum time when obviously Mitrovic
No,
scored.
Like I said to you, I
obviously he went
honestly
1-1,
wasn't.
but 86th minute before Gabriel scored, was it a bit like fuck? We're gonna drop points here, or
No. I like I said to you,
feel
I was actually
confident?
quite yeah, I was quite confident. Yeah. So as soon as we obviously like in that moment of conceding, like the clip that I have of me just gone mental, it's like, you fucking idiots! Like what the? Like because I was talking about it, because I was complaining about Saka for ages and his shitty passes, and then he lofts that over. I'm like, why would you go across goals? And then as soon as I literally said, why would you go across goals? And he's like dawdling. I'm like, oh fucking here it is. And then he did it, obviously.
Gonna
But
happen.
yeah, but like the way I saw us come back against Leicester, we conceded an own goal. The changing character of the people, like the thing is we're bigging each other up. Odegaard went straight to Gabriel, said, "Come on, bro, we got this." And the fact that Gabriel is the one that gets the winner down the end to rectify obviously what he did. I think that's such a big thing, and I think the character now of the team,
Mate, that's
like I said,
that's what I've noticed the last 2 games for United
yeah.
too. The character of the defenders, exactly what you just mentioned for Arsenal. Is you kick the ball out, you clear the ball, whatever, they're all going to celebrate, they're all, let's go again. It's sort of the attitude that we're all exactly what you mentioned for Arsenal just there, in terms of when Gabriel scored the own goal, we go again. It's that attitude that we're all fucking fighting as one, and we're all in this together. Not a why did you do that, mate? Head up, we go again. We go again. Now we go and score 2. Now we make sure we don't concede again. We make sure that, we feed the ball well. We make sure we hold on to the ball well. We make sure we defend like rocks, and we give it to our attackers to go and do their job. And that's, that's what. Let's be honest. That's a team.
Yeah. So speaking of obviously, obviously we came back, and there was, I guess, as they would say, the celebration police were out in force. I can't understand the whole celebration of police like concept. Like these commentators, these dinosaurs coming out, or even like other fans like complaining, like I watched Tottenham's game. Tottenham go and celebrate like crazy. You know, Tottenham are jumping in the crowd at a 2-0 at Chelsea, 2-2 at Chelsea draw. You know, no one says anything. Arsenal fucking 4 wins in a row, and they're all like, think that, you know, they're just, I don't know, just all out in force coming to attack us. And I think, you know,
what happened?
You haven't seen the clips and stuff?
No.
Okay. All these old dinosaurs, like on BN Sports, they used to be like the Sky Sports pundits.
Yeah.
And they came out pretty much like saying like, what the hell's wrong with Arsenal? They think they won a League Cup title. Look at them celebrating. It's fucking embarrassing. Like, just having a go at us. It's like, if you can't celebrate as a fan, coming back from 1-0 down to win 2-1 in the 85th minute, like,
no point.
What's the point of football? Like, I'm going to celebrate like crazy. And the fact on top of that, yes, you came back, but it's also our best start in the Premier League in 20 years. 20 years, we haven't started this good in the Premier League. Like, pretty much my whole existence nearly of supporting Arsenal, we haven't started this well since the Invincibles. Yeah. So, you know, like, I think everyone's entitled to celebrate and, you know, listen, I'm not saying go over the top and crazy, but these guys are just, yeah, they're just way over the top.
It's just quickly, what I was going to say about the I can't even remember what I was going to say now, mate. Yeah, obviously, you know, in terms of coming back and looking good, I did actually read, I think it was yesterday. Can't remember who it was. Someone's getting that. Whoever, a pundit was getting that gas that they said that Arsenal are going to repeat the Invincibles in the next 3 years.
Who said that?
And I'm not joking. I've read it.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it for you. And someone said, with the attitude and the hunger and everything that they're developing and building under Arteta, Arsenal are going to repeat the Invincibles within the next 3 years. And I thought, fuck, mate, if that's not getting gassed, like repeating the Invincibles, like, all right, winning the league, but how hard is it, mate? How hard is it to go invincible these days with the depth and the strength of every Premier League club?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that'll ever happen again, ever. If Liverpool or City couldn't do that a couple of years ago when everyone else was dog shit, I don't think it's ever going to be done again. So
I agree.
Look, there's every chance that Arsenal, like I've told you, like from this year to the next 3 years, while our players are still young and developing into their prime, if they're not already into their prime, we can obviously win the league. That's the goal.
Yeah,
but
of course it is.
Whether we do it or not, that obviously depends on owner ambition, manager, everything like that. There's a lot of facets to it, but you know, it's something that we should be achieving. Top 4, like I've always said, isn't the end goal. It's always league titles and, you know, winning a UCL eventually is the dream. Hopefully before I die. So, you know, just that's what I want.
Quickly touching on base on really on 2 things. Number 1, Liverpool with an absolute flogging of Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like incredible. And
it's incredible for the fact how bad they started the season to then just go this. You know what? The thing is, I commented on like a couple of like Liverpool fan stuff. These dickheads were coming out and saying the league's done, fuck this shit, City's title, and now they win 9-0 and they're all gassed again. We're back in it. Like, shut the hell up, man. Like, shut the hell up.
Against Bournemouth.
Like, yeah, it's just like, shut up, man. Like, you can't come out 1 week and say that it's done. Oh, it's done. Title's over. 10 point. Like, it's a 5-point gap, and they were all crying like the league's over, and they came back from 10 last year, 10 plus last year.
Yeah,
like,
correct.
Come on, man. It's fucking embarrassing, man. It's worse than Arsenal fans.
It is embarrassing, ridiculous. So yeah, typical.
And also, City came back as well.
Yeah, City came back from 2-0 down. I actually watched the first half an hour with
I was like, Pig, come on, please.
At the Pig and 1-0 down, and Chris's name was, that I met at the Pig, and he said, it's all good. He said, don't worry. He said, it's only going to make, because Vieira didn't even celebrate Palace's first goal.
I think it was an own goal, wasn't it?
Hey?
Yes,
it was. Yes, it was. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
should have beaten Fulham. Yeah, he should have, bro. He should have definitely beat.
Definitely. And and then the second goal, he said, "Oh, don't worry, it's going to make us angry." And the second goal, and I thought, "Oh, you fucking ripper!" And then I went, "Oh, I'm going home." And then obviously I ended up coming home. Oh, 4-2 up, and I thought, "Fuck, what are the odds? What are the odds that?" But obviously Liverpool, right? So Liverpool was one of the things I wanted to touch on. Obviously, in terms of their 9-0 win, and they're absolutely flogging with the ball. Obviously, a Bournemouth manager getting sacked, as we spoke about off air. And the second thing is that Man, I spoke about it after week. I think I spoke about it after week 1, and I gave you a stat. But mate, how long does
Steven Gerrard?
How long does Steven Gerrard have left, mate? Until
I'm telling you right.
Bye-bye.
If Arsenal this week go and slap this guy, he should be sacked. He should be sacked this weekend. If Arsenal go out and make a statement and slap them like 4-0 or something, Stevie G should be gone, man. This guy, the amount of money they have spent and backed him, he should be gone. He should be gone. Worse stats than Gary Neville. Like, come on. That is embarrassing.
I know.
That's embarrassing.
And you think about it, right? If Villa lose on the week, midweek to you, and let's be honest, and they keep losing, mate, this could turn into the prediction, like the future show in terms of JR making predictions. Beat Liverpool, we're going to go above them on the table. After game week 1, Steven Gerrard absolutely up shit creek at Aston Villa when so many people think he's a fucking great manager, and I'm saying he's up shit creek. And let's be honest, he's in the mud. Mate, they could be. I could be predicting the future.
9-0 is a statement, Pete. It is a statement, bro. Unbelievable game. But you know what I saw? I saw Emi Martinez come out and say Steven Gerrard reminds him of Arsene Wenger as a manager.
Really?
I could not believe it. This guy is a fraud. The fact you're going to come out and say that Steven Gerrard is like Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You can't even win a game. Oh,
Did he really say that?
He said that, dead set.
So what?
He said Steven Gerrard reminds him of Arsene Wenger.
He'll be on the bench, I assume.
Hey?
He'll probably be on the bench then for the next game.
Who? Martinez?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Emi Martinez, the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He starts for Villa.
Yeah, why would you say he's on the bench?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you can't be coming out and saying that my manager reminds me of a fucking washed up Arsenal bloke that was absolutely shithouse for the last.
No, he means like Wenger in his prime.
Oh, sorry, I thought he.
He's saying he's saying like how good.
Oh,
like he reminds me of Wenger in his prime.
I thought you meant as in like Wenger, like in his shit years, where he's an absolute flop. I was going to say, wow, he'll be bench. You can't be saying that about your manager.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that statement that came out. Honestly, I just couldn't. What was I going to say? Just before we're going to get onto the end of the week predictions here and get onto our table, but FPL, I need to figure out who to put in my team. I got one sub before tonight ends in a couple hours. I need to figure out who to put in because Zaha is injured. Zaha is injured, and I need to put someone in. I feel like Rodrigo. I feel like Rodrigo is too. I know he's obviously most points right now, but I'm just not feeling it. I feel like maybe like someone like
because guess what? From the United Liverpool game, I completely forgot because I put TAA on the bench and I completely forgot to change it. And TAA's got 17 points. TAA got 17 points for me, didn't he?
I stuck with him and I stuck with Harvey. Remember I told you I'm going to take a risk on Harvey Elliott. Elliott got me some great points.
Couldn't believe it. So I've got to change Buendia because he's been dropped to the. I did bring in Buendia, but he's going to go again. So I'm actually going to put. Actually, as we talk about, I've got to put. I've got to put Trent in for. I got Williams from Forest, ex Liverpool, but they got City, so they're going to concede shitloads of goals. So Trent's got to come in for that. So I've got Martinez in goal. I got White.
Well, he's going to. I would probably sub him out, bro. Honestly,
I got no one. I only got Dennis that doesn't play for whoever the fuck he is.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So I got White, Alexander-Arnold, James. I got a sub Buendia. I got Rodri, Saka, and Salah. And then I got Jesus, Haaland, and Mitrovic up top.
Can we talk about how Salah, like an FFPL, how he gets 0 contributions in a 9-0 win?
Yeah, I know.
What is that?
How does that work, eh? How does that work?
I can't believe I saw 9-0 and I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh my God, all these bastards with Salah in their team, captain, and they said they're going to be like going on. Like my mate, Doyle captain Salah, whatever. So
did he?
And he said, and he got like 3
captain
points.
Haaland.
Yeah, I didn't. I captain Jesus by accident. I was like,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna keep it a Jesus again this weekend.
No, because Haaland's got Forest at home. Definitely Haaland. Surely he scores a double. surely he scores a double against Forest at home. But then again, I thought he was going to score a double or a hat-trick against Bournemouth, and he did fuck all. You know what I mean? It's funny how it works.
It's so hard. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Gabby because he's been so lively lately, and he's due for some goals now. He's due for some goals. Been 2 weeks now since he hasn't scored. Yeah, I still, when we finish this, I'll talk to you about it because I need to sub in someone quickly. But let's get into our predictions quickly. As we know, I won last week 5-4, which was great. So 1-0 to me on the championship table.
It is
1-0 to Dill, which is great. So this week we're gonna go. Mate. Hey,
end of the season you'll be below me on the tape. You'll be below me on both tables, mate. Both the Premier League and the tipping league.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Arsenal, Aston Villa. We'll do Arsenal, Aston Villa first. Since you are the away person, give me what you think Arsenal, Aston Villa will be.
Well, as I've just said, I think that Steven Gerrard's in the absolute mud. So, so Arsenal are at home.
Yes, correct.
I'm going to tip.
I know you're going to tip Arsenal, but what's the score?
Oh, what do you mean I was going to tip Arsenal?
If you seriously tip a draw or a loss, you are cooked.
No, I was going to tip. I was thinking about 2-1 or 3-1, but I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Okay.
Yep.
2-1 Arsenal. Okay.
Pressure.
Yeah, I'm sort of hoping we keep a clean sheet. They haven't done too well up top. Like I said, our defensive areas have been from us. I did say on a prediction 2-0 that I posted, but obviously I'm hoping for like a 4 or 3-0, something like that. But it's just more important to get a clean sheet. I'm actually going to go with 2-0. I'm going to go with 2-0. Keep it conservative, but I won't be surprised, honestly, because I think that last game will snap us back in. But I could see a few goals coming out of this game, and I think it could be the nail in the coffin for Gerrard.
I think so too.
Hopefully, anyway. All right. Man United versus Leicester.
I'm going to go 1-0 Man United.
1-0. Oh, jeez, conservatively. 1-0 United.
I think it'll be a tight game again, like it was against Southampton.
Yeah. In this game, I'm a little bit unsure because, like I said to you, I don't know if it's going to be like that bogey thing, where Leicester on such a bad run, and maybe they catch you guys out or something like that. I don't know.
Well, tip Leicester then. Come on.
Well, I was sort of leaning more towards a draw, to be honest. But like I said, it's not going to shock me maybe if Leicester do win. But I think maybe I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in that game. So I'll go with the draw.
Oh, big call, mate. You could be bottom of the league at the end of that.
That's right. All right, Leeds versus Everton.
I'm going to tip a... Geez, that's a tough one, hey? Because Leeds...
Why I picked it,
yeah. Leeds have actually started in good form.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, however, within retrospect, I think we probably would have tipped Leeds to be bottom 5 this year, at the start of the season before any games. So obviously, we would have tipped Everton to be down there as well, but we would have probably tipped Leeds to be down there, I think, from memory. So I'm going to tip a 2-2. I don't know. 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
Aaron Gordon to stay and score a double.
Yeah, that price tag is fucking wild, bro. I can't believe that they've slapped a 60 on. Dude, that guy's trash. He's done nothing.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Mate, if Chelsea sign him for 60-odd million, that is worse. That is honestly worse than Anthony for 100 million euro. That is disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely worse business for sure.
Yes, 100%.
It'd be a massive flop. He's just going to be like some Billy Gilmore that just disappears into nowhere.
Yep, I agree.
Leeds versus Everton, man. It's so hard to tip Everton to freaking win any game, honestly.
Can't.
Big up, bro. Big up. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with Leeds, man. I think Leeds are gonna get this one. Everton is so bad. I'm gonna go with Leeds 3-1. Bit of a risky play, We've got a lot of different scores this week, so it's going to be risque for us. Risque. Now, last one for us to predict: West Ham versus Spurs. I think this would be a great game. How do you see it panning out? What's your score prediction on this one?
I'm tipping a 1-1 draw.
Mm-hmm.
I just think with West Ham's, so similar to last week, right? Obviously being the underdogs. Well, on paper being the underdogs. Oh, sorry, betting wise being the underdogs against Villa.
Yeah, for sure.
I've probably tipped West Ham for the first 4 games this year, and I just think that they've had a really rough start, and I just think their expectation
they definitely go through patches.
Yeah, I just think their expectation is that they've got to find some form, and I think Spurs are. You probably won't admit it, but Spurs are going to be a decent team this year.
I'm not saying they're not a good team. I'm just saying they're not playing good football. They're just getting results right now, but they don't worry me too much.
Correct. But I just think that they are going to be top 6.
They'll be top 6.
And I think West Ham's
probably
expectations were the same. So hence why I've I'm going to tip. Hence why I'm going to tip a 1-1 draw, because I just think West Ham need to find some form. I think at home, personally, if I was a West Ham supporter, although at home against Spurs if I was a West Ham supporter with the form that we're currently in against Spurs in a derby, if you said you can have a 1-1 draw,
West Ham hate Tottenham, bro. West Ham hate Tottenham. So
I'd probably say deal, mate. To be honest with you, I'd probably say 1-1 draw, deal if I was a West Ham supporter, just to sort of get that extra point and sort of get them slowly climbing up the table.
I'm going to go different again. I'm going the Hammers. We're going the Hammers for the win. 2-1. 2-1 to the Hammers. Only reason I'm saying that now, they're going to have that influx, Paqueta coming in. Actually, is Paqueta going to play? I'm sure he can play. He came in yesterday, so... I'm sure he's registered.
But whether or not he'll start, you think about where Casemiro on the bench.
Hey, bro, they're not in good form. If you bought someone for 60 mil, you're going to start that guy straight away.
We bought Casemiro for 60 mil and put him on the bench.
Especially a home game. Yeah, but that's you guys. You showboat 60 mil players every day. That's their biggest marquee signing ever. You know what I mean?
True.
You sign people like that all the time. So
true.
I think for them, that's a massive signing. Biggest signing in their history, I think. So 60 mil. I just think maybe the momentum of that at home, bubbles going everywhere. Tottenham, they're like I said, they're winning, but nothing too convincing from the way I'm watching them play. You know what I mean? Yes, they get Spurs a moment, like moments in the game, where a good cross, good finish sort of crap. But Kane's a tap-in merchant. I hate the bloke. Hope he breaks his leg.
Son hasn't scored yet this season.
Son hasn't scored yet so far. So
bizarre, right?
Look, man, I think they're going to get in a little rough patch. They've spent a lot of money, but they might hit some roadblocks as the season progresses. I know they've started good, but I think West Ham can tip them in this one. So I'm going to go 2-1. I think they can do it. So, look, we'll see. Obviously, we might have to maybe do one on the Friday and see how we went, because then we have to predict it again. Obviously for the weekend. I was going to say,
we might need
because we got our game as well.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to need to do something over the either Friday morning or over the week, or Friday night or over the weekend, because obviously the next round, match day 6 starts Saturday night, so we're probably going to have to look at doing something. Friday, Monday morning. We are.
What time is it?
1:30.
Oh.
So we play. So United play Friday morning at 5 o'clock, and then we play Monday morning at 1:30. So we might need to look at doing something Sunday night. Friday night. Friday night.
Yeah, I think maybe Friday night or something like that. We'll have to figure it out. Yeah, even if it's just a half an hour one, just to go through results.
I'll have a beer in the video on a Friday night.
Look, we'll see how we go this weekend. See how both our teams perform. Obviously, I'm hoping that we can continue our win, sack Stevie G, get a great result. At the end of the day, clean sheet, get the points. That's all I want right now. Like I said, if I can get 5 out of 5, this one I wanted at the start of the season, I'm going to be buzzing. And if you guys get a win, man, that's obviously huge for you as well. But
build big games over the weekend for both clubs.
It's good for momentum, and obviously you still got some signings coming in. When those signings start playing all the time, like Anthony, Martial, bench, it changes the whole dynamic, especially fan dynamic as well. If we bring in another 1 or 2 players, man, that's going to lift the players and the fans again. So,
of course,
yeah, we'll obviously, when we have a chat on Friday, we'll talk about obviously the transfer window as well, just briefly. Hopefully, we make some moves and get some stuff done. But yeah, bro, we saw that Parker got sacked. I think it's a little bit harsh on Scott Parker personally. The Bournemouth come into the Premier League, and yes, they don't have the squad or the depth for the Premier League, but they never back their managers. Like, what did they expect? Like, did they even spend or buy money this window so far to back the manager?
Who's this?
I don't think so. Scott Parker at Bournemouth.
No, I think useless.
They've really done nothing, eh? So,
no, I think so. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they haven't backed him, bro. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a little bit hard, obviously, on that front, from a manager standpoint. So, probably going to bring in Big Sam, someone like that's going to come in. I can't really see. Maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Maybe.
Ole's at the wheel.
Tell me, how good does it feel?
Ole's at the wheel.
Just a quick one. Are we doing a football quiz?
No, not today. Not today. We'll do it again next week. I didn't get anything ready.
Well, here you go. I got 5 questions.
All right. All right. I'll let you hit me with 5.
All right.
Hit me with 5. Yeah.
I literally just gave it a quick Google. Right. So let's go. So this one actually, I've literally given a quick Google. So this is actually has 1 question per year. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just go to the last 5 years. Okay. For instance, sure. I don't know. I don't even know if they're decent questions, shit questions, whatever they are. Right. So 2021, 22. So this is question number 1. 2021, 2022. Mm-hmm. Leeds set a new Premier League record. What was that record? Option 1.
Okay.
They are the first team to concede 100 goals in a season. Option 2. They have become the first team to have 10 players sent off in one season. Option 3. They were the first team to pick up 100 cards in a season. Or option 4. They became the first team to concede 6 goals in 6 games.
What do you mean by 6 goals in 6 games? Like consecutively?
No, just in total. So they conceded at least 6 goals in 6 games across the 38.
Do you know the answer, or are you just asking me?
Don't know. I've got to guess well, and then I've got to hit reveal too.
Look, if I'm thinking about it, I don't remember them getting 10 red cards. So no, I don't remember them getting what? What'd you say? 100 goals? They would have been relegated if it was 100 goals, surely.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's it. What was the other one you said? It was
first team to pick up 100 cards in a season.
100 cards in it? No.
Yeah. So yellows and reds.
No, I don't think that's it. So it has to be the last one, like you said.
So 6 goals.
That's what I don't know. That's just what I think. What do you reckon?
I'm going to tip first team to concede 100 goals in a season, only for the sheer fact,
100.
Right? Well, only for the sheer fact, right? You think about it. They lost 5-0 to us. They lost, I think, 7 to. I think before. What's our mate's name that used to be the manager?
I don't know.
The bloke used to sit on the esky all the time.
Yeah.
So I think just before that he got sacked. I think they conceded 25 goals in 4 games before he got the sack.
Yeah, that's right. They did have that bad losing period, didn't they?
Ready?
But 100 goals, like we've had a lot worse teams. Like, what was the team that bloody got? Was it Ipswich or someone like that only got 4 points or something in the season?
Derby
or something. Wouldn't they have conceded more than 100?
You would assume so.
I don't look. I'm just gonna. I think logically the last one is the answer, but yeah, I don't know. You tell me what it is.
All right, so I'm wrong. You're wrong. They were the first team to pick up 100 cards in a season. 97 yellows and 3 reds.
But how is that possible?
Wow.
How's that possible?
97 yellows and 3 reds. That's incredible, eh?
100 cards?
Yeah.
A couple.
Wow. Okay. Next one. 2020, 2021. It's obviously going to be all random. It's obviously going to be all random things, I can already tell. So 2020, 2021, Fulham set an unwelcome new record for the fewest goals scored at home in a season. They played 19 home games.
Yeah.
How many goals did they score at home?
I think it was like 8.
6, 9, 12, or 15.
Oh, I'm going to go 9.
9?
I don't think it was more than 10. I think it was something stupid.
I've got absolutely no idea. So I'll go 9 as I'll click 9. Bang. The previous record was 10, jointly held by Man City in the 06-07 and Huddersfield in 18-19. The answer
Yeah,
is
because I thought
9.
it was something
Well done,
like
Dylan.
ludicrous where it wasn't like over 10 or something. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, Cap scoring 6. Sheesh. All right.
1920, Liverpool set a new record by winning 24 straight home games.
What year, sorry?
In 2019, 2020.
Oh, 2019. Okay, shit. Okay, yep.
Liverpool set a new record by winning 24 straight home games. Which
Yep.
club ended that run with a 1-1 draw at Anfield in July? Brighton, Burnley, City, or Leicester?
I think it was Burnley.
I'm
pretty sure it was Burnley.
I thought I was going to say but Watford beat them, didn't they? And that was, I think,
Watford beat them 3-0. I think it was 3-0
right,
that year.
Yeah.
Because I remember that game was crazy. It was 3-0, yeah.
That's right. So this was the season before. So what do you think, Burnley?
I think it was Burnley.
Yeah.
20 is COVID. I was trying to think back because I remember the Watford 3-0 100%.
It would have been COVID, yeah. I'm going to tip Brighton.
Yeah, Cap scoring Burnley as well.
Yeah, Burnley?
What is it? Yeah, go Burnley.
Burnley, bang.
Yes.
So Burnley drew at Anfield in the 1920 season and went one better in the 2021 season.
Was it a 2-2?
When their 1-0 win made them the first away side to win at Anfield for 68 league matches.
Wow, that's crazy.
There you go. All right, so so 3 down, 2 to go.
Yeah, give me 2 more. Yours is actually a better one than mine was last week.
It's just like every year. I literally just typed in EPL quiz. Yeah. And just this 18-19, so obviously the season before.
Yeah.
This season had the biggest margin between the champions and the bottom place club. How many points? 76. Oh, this is a guessing game. 76, 79, 82, or 90.
Okay, so I'm gonna think that year was it City's 100-point tally, or 103 or something?
And I think Liverpool were was that the
6
season
off or something?
Yeah, I think
because they were over 100 as well. They were 97 or something. 97.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So I think it was 103 to 97. 2019, did you say?
Yep.
I think 2019. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. What was the points difference? 76?
Yeah, 79, but what year?
82. Oh yeah, 2018-19.
Oh, 2018-19. Okay.
Yep.
2018-19.
So I'm not on the message comment thing, so I didn't know.
I'm just trying to think who got relegated that year.
Well, Fulham have been up, down, so Fulham would have went down.
It would have been. What's the highest one there, point-wise? Is it like 80-something?
90. I don't think it was that, because I don't think any team finished on 13 points.
13 points.
I'm going to say
82.
Low.
I was going to say 82. But did someone finish?
Points.
Someone finish that low? It's either 90 or 82.
Yeah, surely someone definitely finished on 21.
Like 13 points. That's.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Actually, without, I reckon. Oh no, I was going to say. I think Derby's last ever season was more than 18 points, wasn't it?
Nah, there was. I think 13. Derby's was, but that was before that, wasn't it? It has to be like 82.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. And that was the lowest. That was the lowest ever. So it can't be 90 because that would be 13.
Yeah, I reckon 82. 82 has to be.
We're going 82. Yeah, that's what I thought. 82. Ready?
82 as well. Yeah.
Bang, 82.
Yeah. Okay.
We were close. So we both said 82. We were close. Man City won on 98 points with Huddersfield Town winning just 16.
Ooh, Huddersfield 20th. Yeah, that must have been the year that the Moy got left him or something.
Let's see if I can drag. Here we go. A United one to finish. And I know the answer.
God.
All right.
Capital is a United fan as well.
20. Oh, okay, beautiful. 2012, 2013.
2012, 2013. Okay, so you won the title that year, didn't you?
So, yeah, correct. So, what was unusual about Alex Ferguson's last ever game in charge of Manchester United in 2013?
Is there going to be some options?
Yeah, it was. It was the most goals United had conceded in a game that season.
Mm.
It was the highest scoring draw in Premier League history.
I don't think so.
It was a second. There was a second half substitute who scored a hat trick. United conceded 3 goals in the last 10 minutes of a league match for only the second time under Ferguson, or all of the above.
Well, Cap's gone 5-5, so I'm going to presume it's 5-5.
Correct. It was 5-5.
Is that the record? I thought we had it at 4-4 with Newcastle. Did you guys go 5-5?
Oh, bugger. Cap, you beat me to it. I was just about to say, Cap, can you tell me who scored a hat trick to see how good his knowledge was? And he bloody beat me to it, Cap. Bloody hell. I thought I might have got you, but you bloody beat me to it. So it was 5-5, yes. Lukaku hat trick, funnily enough.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought it was us at 4-4. We were the highest draw. I didn't realize you guys were 5-5.
Yeah.
So West Brom 5-5. That's crazy.
West Brom 5-5.
But was that when Lukaku was playing for West Brom?
Yep, correct.
Or was he playing for you guys? Oh, actually, 2012. Yeah, he would have been playing for them. Yeah,
for West Brom. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Good one. That was some good questions. Good questions. So, I'm all about it. Give that one next week again when we come back on Friday. You got to give us back that quiz again.
Yeah, right. So that was all of the above. Just so you know.
All of the above. Yeah.
The most that they conceded was I didn't know as in the actual stats, but I knew that I could tell from each of them. So the most we conceded was 3 before the 5-5 draw, which remains the highest scoring draw in Premier League history.
Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku came on at halftime, as what we mentioned, and scored 3 goals.
Mm.
And the only other time United let in 3 goals in the last 10 minutes during Ferguson's reign was when they lost 6-1 to Man City the previous season.
That's crazy.
Bizarre, eh?
That's crazy.
So there you go.
Wait, Cap, if you want, bro, Ralphie's obviously a United supporter, and I know obviously you live near Aussie as well. We should do like a preview, us four, for the game before Sunday.
Definitely.
Or Sunday, Monday. So that way you got two of each, 2 Gooners versus two United fans. Then be good discussion. Good discussion. Let me know though. Anyway, message Aussie and stuff, and then just message me on Insta. But guys, appreciate you if you're watching this back. Greatly appreciated. As always, we'll be back again, obviously Friday for predictions, previews, end of transfers as well. Much love as always.
Very big week. Very big week.
See you guys then.
Cheerio.